What if I told you that the Pi token sitting in your wallet right now, the same tokens you mined on your phone for free, could one day reach a value so high that most people won't believe it until it happens? What if the world is about to witness a digital currency rise not because of traders, not because of hype, but because of a global community of millions who agreed to give it real value? And what if you, as a pioneer, are holding on to something far more powerful than money? Something that could transform your financial future, your life, and the entire digital economy? Stay with me, because in this video, we will explore why many pioneers believe Pi can reach the global consensus value of 314,159, and why holding your Pi today might be one of the smartest decisions you ever make. 1. Why Pi can reach GCV 314,159. Backhand index pointing. Right before we continue, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and share it with every pioneer you know. Your support helps the Pi community grow stronger every single day. Pi reaching the global consensus value of 314,159 may sound unbelievable to those who don't fully understand the foundation of this project. But when you look deeper into how Pi Network is designed, that value becomes more possible than most people think. Pi is not a normal cryptocurrency that started on an exchange. It is a global digital currency that first created its community, its miners, and its ecosystem before even entering the open market. This is the opposite of how most cryptocurrencies launch. Another key reason Pi can reach GCV 314,159 is the locked supply. Millions of pioneers are holding Pi, and most of the supply is not being sold or traded. Economically, when supply is low and demand is high, value naturally increases. Pi also focuses heavily on utility, real apps, real payments, and real marketplaces. This is something many cryptocurrencies lack, which is why they rise and fall quickly. Pi is building long-term, real-world use cases. GCV, the global consensus value, is not a random number. It represents a symbolic connection to the mathematical constant Pi, 3.14159, and shows unity within the ecosystem. But more importantly, it shows what can happen when millions of people believe in a single value. If businesses accept Pi at strong prices, and if pioneers choose to hold instead of selling cheaply, Pi can grow in value in a way that traditional markets cannot control. This is why the dream of Pi reaching GCV 314,159 is not just a fantasy. It is a possibility built on community strength and global adoption. 2. What makes Pi different from other cryptos? Pi's biggest advantage is accessibility. Bitcoin required expensive mining machines. Ethereum required technical knowledge. But Pi allowed anyone, anywhere, to mine from their phone. This decision created one of the largest crypto communities in the world. A community that existed before the coin even launched on exchanges. Pi also uses a community-based security model instead of energy-consuming machines. Real people, real identities, and real connections validate the network. This makes Pi more decentralized and more resistant to manipulation. Unlike most crypto projects that rush into the market, Pi chose to build infrastructure first. Utility apps, KYC systems, marketplace platforms, and merchant tools. This slow and steady approach makes Pi unique. It is focused on real-world use, not quick hype. 3. The power of GCV, global consensus value. The global consensus value is the price pioneers and merchants agree to use when buying or selling goods with Pi. It is not controlled by traders. It is not manipulated by whales. It is decided by real users of the ecosystem. Traditional crypto prices change because of traders buying and selling. Pi's potential value grows through real economic activity. Shops accepting Pi, businesses joining the ecosystem, and communities using Pi for real transactions. When thousands of businesses around the world accept Pi at a strong price, the ecosystem becomes stable and resistant to manipulation. GCV protects pioneers from early dumping, helps Pi avoid market chaos, and builds long-term confidence for investors and merchants. This is why GCV could become one of the most powerful elements of Pi's future. 4. Why pioneers must hold their Pi tokens. Holding Pi today is like holding Bitcoin in its early days. Except Pi has a much larger global user base. Many people sold their Bitcoin early because they didn't see its future value. Years later, those same people regretted selling too soon. Pi is in that same early stage today. When pioneers hold their Pi, it keeps the supply limited. It strengthens the ecosystem. It increases long-term value. It encourages merchants to accept Pi confidently. It positions you for future price growth. Pi is more than a digital asset. It is a movement. It represents freedom, opportunity, and a fair financial system built for everyone. Selling too early means missing out on the full potential of what Pi can become. Holding your Pi is like protecting your future. 5. Future use cases that could push Pi higher. Pi's value will grow as more use cases enter the ecosystem. Pi can be used for online shopping, food delivery, travel and transportation, real estate payments, local merchant transactions, international remittances, digital services, marketplace goods, smart contracts and dApps, cross-border business payments. The more people use Pi, the more valuable it becomes. Every new shop, marketplace, or app that accepts Pi strengthens the entire network. Demand rises, utility increases, and value grows naturally over time. 6. Final message to all pioneers. Pi Network is more than a cryptocurrency. It is a global economic experiment powered by everyday people. It is a movement built on hope, unity, and digital freedom. The journey has been slow, yes. But slow growth builds the strongest foundations. Pioneers who stay patient and committed today may become some of the earliest beneficiaries of a global digital economy tomorrow. Your Pi has value. Your mining mattered. Your patience matters even more. Stay hopeful. Stay consistent. Stay holding. The future of Pi is closer than it looks.